Like John Solomon, Obidients have become victims of brutal attacks, violence, thuggery, and fierce intimidation in the lead-up to the 2023 elections. Across the states of the Federation, there have been disturbing news about these heinous acts, which continue to pop up in the social media space almost daily now. While some have faced direct violent attacks from sponsored touts, which have left them severely injured, others are hounded with fierce intimidation and harassment. The only offense is that they have found hope in Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, devoting themselves to his campaign.
Everywhere, just say because why I put Peter Obi to my machine.
His name is John Solomon. He hails from Adamawa, northeastern part of Nigeria. He cannot walk. He cannot limp beyond the confines of his wooden wheel truck. But he has a passion for a new Nigeria, and what he saw in the Obedient movement motivated him to join the first 1 million man march held for Peter Obi in May. Some Nigerians who joined in the march contributed to get him an electronic wheelchair and gifted him some cash as well. Since then, John devoted himself to campaigning for Peter Obi in his locality until some sponsored touts brutally attacked him and damaged his electronic wheelchair.
So, sir, make we meet you. What's be your name?
My name is John Solem, sir.
John
Solem.
John Solem. Where are you from?
I'm from Adamawa State, sir.
Adamawa State.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We thank you for having the time to come here today.
Thank you very much.
So I want to ask you some kind of questions on what don't happen.
Okay.
Things we will see for internet
Yes, sir.
about you and Peter Obi. And before I will ask you that one, what you they do for a living for Lagos State?
Before I can't even, I don't feel sit down like this, gonna be have waste problem like this. I just dey on that bridge.
Oh,
If I see somebody help me, I eat, I no sit well, I still remain one place because I no feel move at all. I just dey one place. So
now help people, they help you.
Yes. So during first 1 million match, then they pass. They now see me under the bridge.
Okay, they live under the bridge.
Yes.
Okay.
They now see me under the bridge. Then the camera carry me, and later they come do my video. They send them online. The video go, and they now come take me to hospital.
Okay, before we get to that point, so they meet you
for
under bridge. Okay.
Yes. So I carried the plier away in the campaign.
The flyer. Okay.
Like this, at the ground, though, I no fit sit at that moment, but I still hold on like this. When I hold on, the camera catch me.
So that's how you join the Obedient movement.
Yes. Apart that one too. Before that one, they tell people say this time around, we will leave PDP and APC because they are our problem for this country. So we need new Nigeria, and to get new Nigeria, we need to leave all those people.
And you believe, say, Peter Obi go bring the new Nigeria?
Yes. I
believe
that's
why you
that's
put
why
body.
Yes, that's why I put Peter Obi. But from the beginning, I don't even do like this one. Gonna somebody print and give me.
Okay.
Now marker is
right time. Okay.
So then they helped me. They really helped me. They take me to hospital, treat me, buy machine.
We'll talk about that one later.
Yes, sir.
The thing they come. I want to know. You know, if you work now.
Yes,
how
sir.
it they happen? They born you like this?
No, sir. I reached 12 years before I sick. I become like this, sir.
So you been the worker before?
Yes, sir.
Then after 12 years.
Yes, sir.
You know, come feel worker again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after your video, we see your video for internet, like I tell you, everybody say, this guy get energy, this guy get ginger,
Yes,
this guy
sir.
believe in New Nigeria. We can't like you. As so they see you, they happy. And as so other people say, when they see you, they know they happy.
Yes, sir.
We can't hear say they attack you.
Yes,
Say people
sir.
beat you.
Yes, sir.
What thing happen?
So after they treat me, buy one automatic wheelchair give me.
We go make you the freely the waka.
So I dey use the automatic wheelchair the waka. Around I still use biro right front and back. Vote for Peter Obi 2023. Let's take back Naija.
Okay.
So as I dey pass one, you see, Wednesday evening, that can 4 o'clock, no even night. I dey pass my own way. I dey always dey pass from General Hospital to come Ikeja under bridge where I dey stay. So 4 people just come down inside car. The first one come tell me say Udami I no get sense. Say for Tinubu land I come dey write Peter Obi. Why I no go east? I come say but the Lagos no be Nigeria. Lagos na Nigeria. And how you call Lagos na one person place? Na there I hear the man carry pack home, hit me here direct.
And you dey for wheelchair?
I dey for wheelchair na so I fall. It still carry second one give me again. I use that one for head. I use my hand block that one. You know, get me for head. So na another one for chest here. Now it hit me. The na carry the pack scatter my machine just to where before people come, they run the waka enter their own motor cross road because they come with motor.
They come with motor.
Yes.
How many of them attack you so?
One they drive, 4 come down follow me drive, follow beat me.
So 4 of them follow beat you up or
Yes.
say you dey wheelchair.
They scatter even the wheelchair gone. So after they don't go, 9 people they ask me say wetin happen. Other me I offend them for somewhere. I say no. They say why me I put Peter Obi for my machine for Lagos. Say you no suppose be like that now. All of you we are one country. Meanwhile be Hausa come dey support Obi. Why? Because I know say if Peter Obi enter, things must change. Because if we check now for our side, example, us Hausa side, poverty number 1 for this country na our side dey. And top people for this country where they work na Hausa people. They everywhere and them get everywhere. But na us killing number 1 na Hausa side. Everything just there waiting.
So leadership no be really about if the person come from your side.
No.
So
now,
you will prefer anybody wey will be president to be president for everybody.
Than
because the ones wey be from your own place wey be president or wey be anything wey dey be, e no dey favour you.
No.
So now you are telling us Nigerians say no be by say the person come from my tribe.
No at all.
Because you now president na from your tribe. How you don take affect you personally because na your tribe person?
Because they no care about anybody. They are all after their family. If not, Hausa supposed to be best city in this Nigeria. What they do? They don't do anything. Yes, now they no. As if they don't do anything. Kota go street, you see almajiri full everywhere. Carry this plate, the waka, they beg for food. Why? Some their family don't go. Why Boko Haram don't finish them?
Mr. John.
Yes, sir.
I won't go back to when they beat you.
Yes, sir.
After they beat you finish,
yes, sir.
Which people help you from that place? Because you say they break the machine where the obedient people buy for you.
Yes, sir.
Now other people carry you you go hospital.
Yes, they take me to hospital.
Which people take you to hospital?
Now, as one bishop.
Okay, bishop.
Bishop called me, and the person wey do this one woman too. That one I don't even know her name. She record the first person wey video me and post the video online. Me I no still know her name up till now.
But she follow help you when they beat you.
Yes.
So
and the names to pronounce.
No, you know it's okay if you don't remember the name. Wetin I want to be say, hope other Nigerians wey dey pass no just waka leave you when they beat you.
Some people come dey say Sabina because him dey support Peter Obi and na him find trouble for himself now.
Okay, some people talk that word when you dey ground.
Some people say Sabina him put Peter Obi for a machine. Now if I talk, but even at the pass go on, some people go say, you hungry go kill you. They no go give you 1 naira. Sabi the red Peter Obi for this machine. Hungry go kill you. Cause say but people will bring me from nowhere with dirty come make me clean. So I think about Nigeria. If the same people come handle this country, how the country will be.
Okay, now you say before this Peter Obi video of you come outside, when they live on that bridge.
Yes, sir.
Now, you see they go back to that place where they attack you. You see they live there?
No, I don't go find one incompleted building. Now there they stay.
You they stay for uncompleted building now?
Yes, sir. Now there they stay because they say me I no stay there around that area. They feel come attack me anytime. Me I change area. So as I know, you know, better I go find one that place now hospital beside the hospital.
No, I'm not.
Now they don't come. I'll go there. I'll wait. Make sure people will get shop there. They don't close. Me they no say somebody they sleep there. So if they don't come out, I'll go back there sleep because of my machine. That machine no need water, and I must find some place where if in case rain they fall, me no. Sometimes I go use, if I dey sleep, I go carry chain am for my body because if the one carry am, make sure say they carry us together. If not, if they carry
so
the
machine,
you
wake up.
if not, wetin wear. So I use the chain the machine together. But well na wetin person go do now? Anyhow you get yourself. You say thank
so
God.
Now you never see get house where you dey live. You dey live on completed building.
Yes, sir.
This thing where they beat you that time, it affects you. They feel more pain than when they no beat you before.
Before they beat me, I was, but now you know, see, everything just get as it be.
It go better.
Amen. But for us Nigeria, I don't already talk and say that Peter Obi, that P, capital P, mean many things. Because P is for peace, P for people, P for parents, P for president, P for everything. So to tell that if Peter Obi enter, that P, Nigeria will be with peace.
So now,
yes.
So now, you know they fear anything.
I don't fear anything. I put it. I don't see that P go still protect me. Yes.
So what they tell me now be say, despite what they do you, the beat where they beat you, break your machine, of which you tell us say the obedient people still help you.
Come help me carry the machine, go repair and come give me back like the way they before.
So now you go fear to they talk about Peter Obi.
Fear what? You know get freedom, fear waiting again. As we dey in this country like this, we no get freedom now. As long as you know if you make your own choice, do what you want, you no get freedom now. So fear waiting until Nigeria settle. We don't get back our country. We must take back this country by God's grace. Especially Northerners. Now see,
Northerners dey wey no dey hear. You dey speak Hausa?
Yes, I speak Hausa.
What talk to Northerners make we hear.
Jama'a na Hausawa na Nigeria, duka arewa Nigeria. Dan Allah ina roke ku, dan Allah dan Annabi, dan Allah wala ya ishe mu, dan Allah mu canja yaruwa mu ta ya zama biyu nan. Dan Allah dan Annabi ina roke ku. Peter Obi ne mu zabe ma change Nigeria. Dan Allah kashi ya ishe mu, yunwa ya ishe mu, talaka ya ishe mu. Dan Allah ina roke ku. Duk wanda yana da zuciya dan uwa na uba zai gan cewa magana na gaskiya ne. Dan Allah dan Annabi.
Dan Allah means I use God beg you.
God bless you all. Please, dan Allah ina ka son mamanka babanka kina da su a zuciyanka rai naka mu zabi Peter Obi ya change Nigeria ya cire mu a cikin wannan damuwa matsala tashi hankali dan Allah dan Annabi ina roke ku.
Thank you very much, Mr. John. Thank you very much, and may your labor not be in vain.
Amen.
John's life has remained altered till today. At the moment, he is seriously sick and helpless. His attackers are yet to be arrested by the security agencies. It is not surprising that perpetrators of these evil attacks do not discriminate against tribe. Their interest is to perpetrate the order of their paymasters. So their victims could come from any tribe in Nigeria. While John Solomon hails from the north, there is Mr. Olaitan, a patriotic Nigerian from the southwest extraction who endured a more brutal attack.
So, sir, let us meet you. What's your name, sir?
My name is Razak Olaitan Olaiwola.
Sorry?
Razak Olaitan Olaiwola.
Oh, Mr. Olaitan. Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Oyo State.
Oyo State.
Yeah.
But you live in Lagos State?
I live in Lagos State.
Okay, that's good. So, we saw a video of you online. The video actually went viral, and in that video, you were endorsing the candidacy of Peter Obi for president. Before I go into that question, what do you do for a living?
I'm a nutraceutical doctor. I treat people with pharmaceutical drugs and the nature drugs, combining together to heal the human being. And also, I'm an aromatherapist.
Okay. Okay, so you practice in Lagos?
Yes.
So, going by the video we saw, where you were giving us a rundown of history, the one that went viral, of you endorsing Peter Obi to become the president of Nigeria.
The story of Mr. Olaitan is surreal and disturbing. Sometime in May, a clip of him went viral on Twitter, where he made a factual analysis of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Peter Obi. He urged his audience to choose Peter Obi over his opponent in the 2023 presidential election. Why did he choose Peter Obi?
lẹ́yìn bá lọ nàbí pdp Obi lẹ́yìn bá lọ ṣẹ́ṣọ́ ṣẹ́ṣọ́ pé Peter Obi lẹ́yìn bá lọ.
Peter Obi system of government.
So young youth lẹ tẹ̀lé tẹ̀lé àwọn tó lánú dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé àwọn tó lè di flag mi.
Yes o Peter
Obi lẹ́yìn bá lọ yéé àwọn eléyìí.
Peter Obi system of government. Peter Obi by the people. Peter Obi for the people. Peter Obi response to the people.
Yépa.
Progress and prosperities of the nation. More poverty in Nigeria.
Yépa o ti gbọ́.
Empowerment of the whole nation and the youth of this country. Transparency and technocracy of government and transmission of the electricity of this country.
Yay! Ó pọ̀.
All the tribulation that APC and Buhari live for him. Resurrection of the resurrection of the economy of resurrection of the economy of this country from the dead economy to life economy. Peter Obi is going to obey Nigerian constitution and fundamental human rights law.
Yes, sir.
To be the best administration Nigeria in 1900. Peter Obi is going to use intelligent and intellectual people to run the system of administration of this country in order to turn Nigeria to be a utopianism, federalism, idealistic, and equalism country. I call all the north, all the east, all the west, and the south to call Obi into power in order to turn Nigeria to be a great nation, great people.
One love.
I want to know, why are you so passionate? Why did you choose Peter Obi?
Yeah, the three reasons I choose Peter Obi are Peter Obi has hope for Nigeria. And we don't have equality, and the agenda of Peter Obi called G Davido. Those are the things I saw before I moved
What do you mean by G Davido?
Yeah, G Davido means great originator of design, Peter Obi and Ahmed Deti, to provide delicious food for people in Nigeria to have a good healthy and good nation.
What do you mean food? You mean economic prosperity, development, stable education?
No. What I mean is that if you look at the present situation in Nigeria now, the government blocked the border for over 200 million Nigerians by not having a provision of food and reserve. But Peter Obi will change it and provide delicious food for people in Nigeria in order to have a good healthy. Assurance to put Nigerian first in any decision making. Vigorous to work hard in order to bring back our
lost
glory of our country back again. Intimacy that join us together as one nation. And in God peace we stand together. Look at what I want to say now. We are using, America use White House. UK use Cherish House. Our own supposed to be peace and unity and use Peace House. But I'm telling you today, I'm telling all Nigerians today, instead of using Nassau Rock, we'll change it to Peace House.
Okay.
And
it's intimacy. We are now in the.
We already done that one.
Yeah.
Dropping and depreciation of foreign currency by returning our currency back, by changing to 75 kobo as it is in 1970, 1 naira to 1 pound as it is in 70s. How do we do it? By ending it with Davido, Operation Feed the Nation, bring back our industry, to turn Nigeria to become an industrial country, bringing from consumable country to production country. That is why I call all Nigerian citizens from the north, from the east, from the west, from the south to call Peter Obi and Ahmed Deti into power because of 3 major things. Because Peter Obi and Ahmed Deti has good touch for Nigerians, good feeling for Nigerians, and good behavior for Nigerians.
We'll come to that. We'll come to Peter Obi manifesto and what he actually means for Nigeria, his plan, his agendas for Nigeria. But this discussion is basically to learn about you as a person and your involvement with Peter Obi movement to become the president of Nigeria. So I want to ask, according to the video we saw online, after the first one went viral of you endorsing the candidacy of Peter Obi, we saw another video. We saw that you were hit by a car. What happened? Can you recount what happened? Where were you going that fateful day? And what happened after that video went viral? Did you get calls? Were you threatened? What really happened?
You know, I did it, the video, because I want equality. That's why I did it. I will come back to that one. After I did that one, the vehicle came from the one way and hit me, my leg, and broke my leg into 2. I thought it is an accident. 4 days after, my son saw it too. He said he saw that the man they're supposed to kill, finish, and we already killed the motivators of the Peter Obi campaign.
And you are referred to as a motivator.
That is it. I say, okay. Thank God, all the Peter Obi movement spring up and started coming to my side. And they assisted me with 2.5 million naira to set my... Since then, I'm very, very breakdown. I didn't know what I can do. Even my customers I treated outside, they gave me 1.3 million to support it because the thing was bringing me down completely.
So when this thing happened, you could not move.
I cannot be able to do anything. I was break down completely.
You couldn't provide for your family.
No more, nothing, anything. Even to the extent till now I'm facing her because I cannot be able to provide for anything. If you ask my family today, you will see that since then I cannot be able to give them feeding money. Because...
Do you think you were targeted? It's okay. You can continue. It's okay, sir. Mr. Lighter, it's okay. It's okay, sir. Gather yourself together, sir. Gather yourself, sir. It's okay, sir. Okay, I think we'll go on a short break and we'll come back later. Continue. Okay. It's okay, sir. It's really a very touching story. You were just exercising your freedom of expression. We live in a democratic government where we are free to choose a candidate.
Not only that, since 1960, since the Easterners left, when they started this democracy, they started it with mono-Western candidates. Only Yoruba, Obasanjo and Falai came out under PDP and AD, and Obasanjo won the election. 2007, when James Brown came, 2007, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, James Brown, he came in, and they used what you call mono-Northern candidates, and only Buhari and Yar'Adua came in under PDP versus ANPP. That time, sorry, CPC.
The CPC is now what merged with ACN to form the APC.
In 2010, Yar'Adua gave up. Southerners coming, which is the vice president.
Goodluck Jonathan.
Goodluck Jonathan. Now, 2013, they forced Jonathan to sign the freedom of speech, and they now use the freedom of speech to flush Jonathan's out through media propaganda. And they flush him out. In 2015, when the Buhari came in, but 2019, they used another mono-Northern candidate, which is only Buhari and Atiku, PDP versus ACN. But now you now come to the turn of Easterners. Everybody now come out. Where is the equality? Where is the justice? Where is the peace in this matter?
Mr. Lighton, you are a very passionate man when it comes to seeing that justice is done. Regarding what happens to you, I want to know, was there any arrests made? Did the hit and run, or was there any sort of closure in terms of what you suffered? Because this person hit you and it's obvious you were targeted. Do you think you were targeted by the opposition?
Yeah, they are still telling me.
They are still...
because that place I'm living now, I'm living in Lagos Island, where is the centers of the opposition?
Okay.
Because the ruling party, I call them opposition now, because we already took over the government. Because it is mandatory for me that I would rather die then Easterners will not rule this country.
Life has remained a nightmare for Olaitan since after the attack. He cannot walk properly or go about his daily life.
Mr. Olaitan, I want to know, when this thing happened, this accident happened that left you with a broken leg and incapacitated you from actually providing for your family.
Handicap.
Yes. Are you deterred? Like, how is it now with you and Obi movement? Are you withdrawn?
No receipt, no surrender.
That's our Luther spirit.
No receipt, no surrender.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olaitan. And we believe that at the end of the day, your labor
will never be in vain.
Never be in vain.
According to my fourth video for Obedience.
Thank you very much.
I went to Oshodi today for the regular flag movement we usually do every week, like twice in a week. So we decided to go to the Oshodi location today.
David, two Nigerian youths who exude the passion most Nigerians embody. To see a Nigeria that works for all. They hope Nigeria can still work and its lost glory restored. They believe that Peter Obi's presidency will make it happen. Together, they choose to preach the message and create awareness by bearing the Nigerian and the Labour Party flags across different cities in the country. But then, the evil man struck.
So you're welcome. You are the famous flag boy of Peter Obi movement.
Obi flag boy.
Obi flag boy. So tell us your name. What's your name?
My name is John Eze.
John Eze.
John Eze from Ebonyi State.
Okay. Oh, you live in Lagos State?
Yes, I'm based in Lagos State.
And this
is my camera guy.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Abene David.
Abene David. Where are you from?
Cross River.
Cross River. So, Obi flag boy. You actually carry out your passion, like everybody sees it online, across social media. Tell us, how did it start? I mean, you bearing flag for Peter Obi.
Okay, so what actually inspired the flag idea? I think for some time, early September, I discovered that Lagos State, the pattern they use for the approach the Labour Party, the posters, the billboards, they reject the billboards, then the posters, they destroy the posters all over the place.
Of Peter Obi.
Of Peter Obi, the Labour Party.
Okay.
So that was the actual thing that inspired me to go into the movement and to sensitize people about the logo. You understand? So since everyone is not too used to the Labour Party logo, that's why I make it very bold.
So you decided to be a moving,
very bold to
go to
the street since the billboards are prohibited in several
Lagos.
locations. So I take it to them, trying to create more awareness in the street and every corner. So that was how the movement started.
So when you started, did you start off with your camera guy, or how did he come into the picture? He just tagged along. He loved the idea too.
Okay, I actually started with some other persons.
Okay.
I actually started with some other persons. So what they do, once we get to a particular spot, if it's a bridge, once I climb, then they will capture with the camera. So before I now came across him, he was really interested in the party. He was really interested in the movement. So since then, I've been with him, the movement and everything.
So how long have you been bearing these flags for Peter Obi, by estimation?
Since on the 11th of September. The movement started on the 11th of September.
This year?
Yes, this year.
Okay. So that brings me to, after October 1st rallies by Obidients in Lagos State, we are all surprised, we are all shocked to see your video online that the Obi flag boy was attacked. So we're all very concerned. I mean, myself and other key persons in the movement. So I want to know what happened that day. How did it happen?
Okay, what actually happened was that we decided to visit the Oshodi axis in Lagos State after visiting other parts of Lagos State, like Maitu, Alaba International, Balandi, and the rest of them. So on that fateful Sunday, we decided to go to Oshodi to create awareness with our flag. So on getting there, while I was walking with my flag, the camera guy was on the other lane capturing. So when we were done with the whole shoot, I was about folding my flag. We started hearing some group of guys running out from the terminal, calling us that the chairman of Oshodi is calling us. So the mode they were running out, we suspected they were coming for something bad. So we started running. So I was running at the other side, then they had already captured him. They already caught him. So on getting down, I discovered there was no way I could escape. So that was where that was the spot I was stopped. They now came and caught me. So while they were carrying me.
When you were running, I mean, what was going through your mind? What did you feel? How was it to actually be running from, you don't actually know who is pursuing you, you don't even know what you did. How was the experience? What were you feeling as you were running? Because like you said, you knew that these people chasing after you are for trouble.
Well, the whole experience was not funny. It was not funny because even while we were running, I saw some police van passing. I was trying my best to see how I could create awareness for people to know what is going on. Nobody stopped. So the whole experience was not funny at all. So, but fortunately, while they were dragging me to meet the chairman, there was a military officer that saw us. The guy was trying to stop them from taking us. They resisted. They refused. So the guy followed us from behind. So on getting there, they had already poured fuel on the camera guy. They were beating him left and right. So on getting there, immediately we got there, the chairman took the flag stick, the iron, started using it to wipe us left and right. The other ones broke bottle. The military guy was able to stop him. The other one broke iron rake. The military guy was able to stop him. So the punch, kick, blow, everything was just coming from left and right. So, but as God may have it, the military guy was able to stop some of them from some of the things they wanted to do. So when they were satisfied with all the beatings and everything, they asked us to run. Immediately we stood up to run. They kicked us again. We fell down. Then stood up. They took off our shoes. So immediately we stood up from that was how we ran straight down. Then took a bus going to Maitu. From Maitu, that was how we got to the hospital.
Sorry about that. It must be very, very horrible experience. As a Nigerian, to be treated like a criminal in Nigeria, that you are exercising your freedom of expression. And you said they poured
fuel
on him. So I know that in that split second, your life flashed before
I was literally unconscious. Look at the wound. I was literally unconscious during those period. Like, if not for the military guy, their plan was, because even some people gathered.
So nobody was trying to stop them?
No, nobody could. If not for the military, I believe even if it was a police officer, they wouldn't have listened. They were determined to just quench us there, like finish us, then do, like, even some people gathered, they chased everybody.
So you guys were more like treated like criminals?
They were calling us thief, ole. That was why they poured in fuel, then put tire.
They put tire.
I'm telling you, right from where they caught me, they were calling us Ole, 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 Ole. So everybody that came around, so people
Assume
felt
that
like
you are
yes.
thieves.
So that was like it was really terrible. It was really terrible. It
All
was
this
terrible.
because you decided to create awareness.
Because of Labour Party flag.
Okay, because of the Labour Party flag.
Yes.
Oshodi. And you said the people that chased you actually said the chairman wanted to see you.
They said the chairman that that zone, we shouldn't bring anything Obi to that area. That this is Tinubu zone. Anything Obi next time they hear it. I believe that's one of the reasons why they spared us. So next time, if they see any sign of the flag around that area, I believe nothing will make them to stop from accomplishing their purpose.
We'll come to that later. I want to hear from you, like, what really happened from your own side, because you only told us what he saw, what he experienced. Tell us, were you running too, or what happened?
No, I'm not running.
Okay.
I just stand by the side. There is one man that wants to enter vehicle, just stand by the side, that called them that they should see one of them here.
Okay, one of them.
Yeah, that is why they just come and get me. And the first word that they said is only. That is now they pick tire, then put on my neck, then drag me across the road. After they drag me across the road, the chairman himself, collected fuel and pour on my body. Say the language they use, they say for me matches, but I don't understand. But I know that yes, for me matches. So there is that smoker refused to give matches. Then there is
somebody refused to give matches.
Say that the one that in Lagos State, if you burn somebody alive, something like that, you go to jail. How? That is what the person say, and he refused. That is how they started beating me. For me, I think that my friend will escape. He will go. So I denied. I tell them that I didn't follow him. I didn't follow him. So that they will free me. So I will go. But
then they brought him.
Then brought him. Then after they brought him now, they say, okay, we are two. Yes, I denied you that we are two. We are not together. I didn't say anything again. That's how they started beating us, beating, punch everything, smash the phone. Even the phone that I had here. When they capture me, they will ask for a phone. I tell them, yes, the phone that we are using. Yes, to see what we are doing. I tell them I'm not with the phone. They say, okay, then put hand on my pocket. They even come out and remove my ATM. That's ATM and 15 naira. That is my pocket. They remove it. So when we get there, they say I should sit. I sit down.
So you were treated like a criminal.
Yes.
So they poured you fuel, and if not for, like you said, if not for the fact that somebody refused to bring matches or lighter.
Yes.
So if that person had brought the matches, it would have
yes, my plan is that when they light me up, I will grab the chairman. We are two born together. That is my plan. If they light me up, I will grab the man.
So you already concluded that?
Yes, that is what is on my mind. I was even praying that I'll tell God that God should give me that power, so that when they light me up, I will grab the chairman, so that our two will go together.
That is actually very, very sad experience.
Yes.
And you did all this for the love of people.
Yes.
You want a change in Nigeria. So there are rumors that Peter Obi gave you people 10 million.
Yes.
Is that true?
No.
Okay. So, like Flag Boy said, the movement is expanding. Are you still going to be filming, or you are backing out now?
No, I'm not backing out.
You are going with him.
That thing that happened give me more power.
Morale.
To continue. Yes, to continue.
That's the spirit.
Yes, I'm fighting for my nation.
This is democracy, and you have the right of expression, as long as you don't break the law. So, Flag Boy, after this incident happened, after you actually went viral, everybody was talking about your Arise TV, all the political figures. We heard that Peter Obi reached out to you, subsequently your camera guy, and you were given a sum of 10 million each. How true is that?
Okay, the thing is, we've been getting calls, as a result of the viral video. We've been getting calls, messages, like on Facebook. Someone posted that we were giving 10 million naira. They saw us. Yes, it's not true. Okay. It's not true. the thing is, even the job we are doing, we are managing a security job. Okay. So we do security job. Then over the weekend, Saturdays, Sundays, we go for the flag awareness. Okay. So even as a result of the viral video, we were sacked from work because we lost our job, the job we were managing, because they felt, yes, we work the same place, stay in the same place. So they felt it's a threat to continue in that environment.
So basically, things did not actually become as good as people are making it.
It's not. The rumors we are getting, like, people have been calling from different states, and the impressions people have now is that we don't blow. You understand? Yes, we don't blow as a result of what happened. Okay. So, but the viral video is not. It doesn't. So it's not what it is. Though we've been getting some support from members of Labour Party, the Obidients. You understand? But the news that we are giving 10 million naira, we are giving a scholarship, all of those things are just false.
Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify. Thank you very much, Flagboy.
Right. Brutal as the attack was, John and his friend David have remained resolute and dogged in their fight for a better Nigeria. Now, they have recruited more passionate youths into their team and set to expand to other cities. The direct brutal attacks on Obidients met huge outcry from many well-meaning Nigerians. While it appeared to have ceased, the perpetrators have found other ways to clamp down on the peaceful obedience movement. One of the ways is targeting perceived leaders of the movement. This became evident in the days leading to the Lagos 4 Million Man March, held across 4 locations of the state. 2 days to the rally, one of the key organizers of the movement, Joseph Onwora, was arrested at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport on his arrival from Paris to attend the event.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Comrade Dr. Joseph Onwora. I'm privileged to be a member of the biggest political revolution sweeping across Nigeria and Africa at large, called Obidients. On the 30th of September, I arrived from Paris via Air France, flight AF0104, to Murtala Mohammed International Airport at about 10 p.m. And I wanted to go through the normal protocol of immigration. On approaching from the escalator down, getting to the point where I should join the queue, I was accosted by around 4 or 5 immigration officers and other plainclothes officers who asked me, "Are you Big Joe of Lagos?" And I know that the only place I use Big Joe of Lagos is on my Twitter handle. And so basically, initially I thought it was a group of Obidients who were just planning a surprise for me to send some immigration and say, okay, welcome for the march, but it was strange. And then they asked me, I said, yes, that I am. And they said, follow us. So they started, delaying. And I got worried. I asked them, why are you delaying clearing me? Because I have very important meetings I needed to attend. The whole intent I had of coming back to Nigeria on that date, a few other personal things, but most importantly, to participate in the 4 million mega march for Obidati, which was holding in Lagos on October 1, Independence Day. They took me away from where other people who were coming in were, took me to a certain office near the controller office of immigration, and I was kept there for about 16 and a half hours, from 10 p.m. on the 30th of September to 3 p.m. And I was relocated to another place, just a little outside the airport, where I was kept until I was finally released to Gbadebo Rosvivo, who is the Labour Party governorship candidate in Lagos, and to Barrister Abbas, who is the state legal advisor. I asked severally to know what exactly was the nature of my offense. None was told. Initially, they were saying that some people have escalated my matter, that I'm a security threat, that I'm on a national security watch list. And for that reason, they've been asked or mandated to hold me as soon as I arrive the airport. And of course, that was, in my view, complete balderdash. It didn't make any sense because I didn't pose any security threat to anybody. My sole aim of coming was to participate in the match. But of course, they thought that being one of the key organizers, actually one of the major organizers of the 4 million mega match, which is a peaceful match, by the way, as has been the Obidient match all over Nigeria. Maybe they thought if they held me, the match would not hold. But clearly they were disappointed. But I mean, they achieved their aim, which was to keep me as long as possible in order to ensure that I did not participate. I was released finally around 3 p.m. and then with no charges, no mention of what was the nature of my offense, whatever it is they think I committed or what it is. And I know clearly, fairly, I'm not involved in anything shady or negative. So I know the major reason why I was held, in my view, was that I was coming to match, and they felt if they held me, then the match would be at risk, which is not the case. The truth is, the match went on, and it even forced many more people to come out of their comfort zone to express their support for a new Nigeria. So this is what happened. And thank you very much for all who asked me to make this video just to state my own sides of the story. Thank you.
Even more, a day before the rally, the police force embarked on a show of force parade across locations that the march was billed to hold in, especially in Lekki, a move Nigerians believed to have been targeted at intimidating the organizers, sending warning signals and causing trepidation in the minds of Lagosians who wanted to attend the rally. More so, it was the first time such would happen. Market riders and market women are not left out in the wave of attacks. Disturbing footages have shown where persons, apparently from the camp of the presidential candidate of the APC, forced keke riders to pay 500 naira for campaign stickers of their candidates. One of the victims of the incident narrates. Even scarier, keke riders reveal that they have been warned against placing the campaign stickers or posters of the opposition candidates on their machines. They risk losing their business if they do. Prior to the Lagos Women March for Tinubu, another disturbing footage surfaced where market women were forced to contribute 500 naira and participate in the rally. According to one of the victims, there is an order that whoever failed to comply would lose their shops.
I know what happen. If anything, I don't tell so many of you. If they're in there, you must come. Say what you want to talk about. This place is the market. Wetin happen? You won't go allow us tomorrow. Tinubu can say make you one more market for this Lagos. Being so amount. After the so amount, 20 people, you must follow us go tomorrow.
Okay. The Labour Party offices aren't exempted from these attacks and thuggery. The party is the official platform of Peter Obi and his vice, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, has been embraced by the Obidients as the platform to engineer a change of the corrupt political order. So, it is not surprising that one of the party's branches in Lagos became the latest victim of the Dameable Act. The attacks and political suppression against the Obidients are increasing and festering. It is disturbing and calls for serious attention. How well are the Labour Party responding to these terrifying incidents? How well is the party prepared to ensure the safety of its members and Obidients in Lagos? Badebo rose viral the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate and the leader of the party in Lagos State, opens up.
So, sir, let us meet your official.
My name is Gbadebo Zaivo. I'm an actor by profession and a politician by passion. I have interest in real estate, construction, and commodity trading. And I believe that people need to get involved in politics if they intend to have a government that works for them and puts them first.
You are the gubernatorial candidate for Labour Party in
Yeah.
Lagos State.
Yeah.
And with the recent attacks being meted out to Labour Party supporters that quote Obidients, what have you to say about these attacks on your supporters?
It is absolutely despicable. It is something that is extremely painful and annoying to see in Lagos. This is not Lagos. This is not the culture of Lagos. The culture of Lagos is one of live and let live. It's one of embracing variety, cosmopolitanness of it, and welcoming. It's not one of attacks or intimidation. And that's why the culture that has existed in Lagos from 1999 with the AD, APC, in all its iterations, it's not the culture of Lagos. You know, the culture of Lagos is a Lagos where Nnamdi Azikiwe could have a significant political base. He could have Ilezik in Ikeja where he built when there was nothing in that environment. It's a culture of you have your ideas and we can debate. It's a culture.
Coexist.
Yes, we can coexist. And coexistence is the epitome of what Lagos is. My grandfather was a judge. He had 3 children. 2 of them married from the southeast, my father and my auntie, right? Even when you look at Funshaw Williams, his wife was from R&D in Zogu, right? So you see that.
That's Abia State.
That's Abia State. So the families of Lagos reflect the culture of Lagos, which is one of openness, which is one of welcoming, which is one of coexistence. And that's the culture we need to return Lagos to.
That means these attacks, these characteristics is not imbibed in Lagos.
It's not the culture of
like
Lagos.
imported.
Yes, it's imported. It literally is imported. It is not the culture of Lagos. If this culture that currently is existing today was what formed Lagos, Lagos will not be what it is today. Because we know that Lagos is built based on the industrious nature of the people that reside in Lagos. Multiple people from multiple places, right? That's what Lagos is. And that the indigenous of Lagos created that culture. So they have their own unique culture. So all of this is anti-Lagos. It is not Lagos.
Okay, that's nice. But following recent attacks or following recent trends in elections in Nigeria, 2015, 2019, we've seen these attacks play over and over and over. Are you saying that, with what you said, that Lagos is hospitable, which I'm a witness to, but we've seen this intimidation play out and out. We haven't heard the Oba of Lagos saying something prior to the election. What have you to say about that?
Well, for me, like I said, they are not imbibing the culture of Lagos, right? And we are not going to be intimidated. The 2023 elections is a completely different ballgame. We are turning a new chapter in our politics at the national level and at the local level. And the people are going to wake up to their responsibility for that. And we are going to ensure that people coming out to vote are protected and secured. If people think that instead of them to offer good governance, they would refuse to do that, but they want to intimidate and suppress people in elections, then they have a whole nother thought coming. Because for us, right, it is wrong to disenfranchise people that want to vote, especially people that you know that the state is generating so much money from, right? In terms of taxes, direct and indirect. They keep talking about the IGR. The IGR is coming from people. It's coming from Ladipo markets. It's coming from Igbo markets. It's coming from the industries and companies that are set up in Lagos. And all of these people are people from multiple parts of Nigeria.
So they have as much rights
as they have the right to exercise their franchise. Okay. They have the right to exercise their franchise as just citizens of Nigeria. They have the right to exercise their franchise, and they must not be denied of that, especially by people who are claiming and are pushing a rhetoric that is not even Lagosian. Because you find that Lagos families, Lagosians, individuals of Lagos are not thinking like that, right? We want a Lagos state that works for everybody. We want a Lagos state that where, whether you're from Zamfara or you're from Ebonyi or you're from Isaleko, you are not sitting there in traffic for 4 hours. Lagos State is a mini Nigeria. It has always been.
And that's what brings us to your campaign slogan.
Our Lagos, exactly.
Okay, when Flatboy was attacked, you were one of the persons that actually reached out to him. Being who you are in Lagos State, the gubernatorial candidate for Labour Party, are you using that opportunity, or are you using this opportunity to tell us that Lagosians, supporters of Labour Party, should go about their business in terms of supporting the party without fear of intimidation?
Listen, we are going to ensure that a civil and criminal charge is brought against the people that meted out that violence against an innocent resident and citizen, not just of Nigeria, but of Lagos, right? Because this person is just exercising his freedoms, right? Freedoms that have been given to all, even people that came from Oshun and got into position of government, and people from, I mean, you have people from Kogi representing Ikeja at the Federal House of Representatives. You have somebody that was central representative of Lagos West. He has now gone to Ogun State as Ogun West Senator. You see, Lagos State is a welcoming state. And that welcoming is also tied to your political affiliations. No group of people can feel that they can intimidate others. And we are going to use all the arms of the law to ensure that justice is meted out. And we are going to sit on it. We are going to be persistent. We must be aware that, see, if people have perfected state capture in Lagos State, they have formed an oligarchy. And we are trying to we are going to take power away from them. Now, they are not going to just sit back and accept that. Okay. But the fact of the matter is that they will fight back. But every lion has his day.
Of course.
PDP was in power for over 16 years. They imagine that they will rule for another 30 years. But these same people that are intimidating others were allowed to campaign freely. They were not intimidated. That's how they became the ruling party. They held marches. They did occupy Lagos. They did occupy Nigeria. They did all sorts. They insulted president. They did all sorts. They maximized and stretched all the limits of freedom of expression, of freedom of association, of freedom of speech. They were not intimidated. But then another group of people are coming to exercise their own freedoms, but they want to be shutting them down and intimidating. And we will not take that.
So you are assuring us now that it will not be business as usual.
It's not business as usual. Let us expect that they will fight back, but we'll be ready to meet them, right? We are going to ensure that we have a proper security architecture across all of Lagos State, and we are going to ensure that anybody that is victimized, those people that perpetrated that will face the wrath of the law.
Going by your campaign slogan, Our Lagos, we saw you at the rally, 1st of October. You were at almost all the locations. Is that your way of telling us that if elected governor of Lagos State, it would actually be the governor for all Lagosians, for the Thuggery, for the people, for the people that seem to be marginalized?
Yes, it was very important for me to be at all the different points where people were rallying to show solidarity, to show appreciation for people that came out, that mobilized themselves without being mobilized, to show that we value them and we are part of them on this new journey to create a new Nigeria. And for me, governance must come close to the people. And places that have been neglected by the state, Badagry division, the Kodu division, for so long, they've not had state presence. So we're campaigning the way we want to govern. We want to ensure that we have a government of inclusivity, a government for everybody, and a government that is close to the people. And that's why it was very important that I attended each and every one of these gatherings and spent time with them to show solidarity.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
What does the law say? What can the victims do? How can Nigerians protect their rights against other persecutors? Hi, Chibuzo. Can we meet you?
I'm Chibuzo. I'm a lawyer here in Lagos, and I currently consult for a law firm, Wingman Legal, and I also work with a fintech firm not based here in Lagos. And when I'm not working, I generally am probably on a tennis court trying to get my fitness on.
Okay. You're a lawyer, and being a lawyer, you should have some form of political depth. Now, from your own point of view, can you give us like a scope of the political situation right now in Nigeria?
I want you to, for a moment, close your eyes and imagine, picture a country where people's loyalty to an individual or a political party, is higher than their loyalty to their country. Imagine a country where people's religious alignment unites them more than they are willing to stay united to a country. Imagine a country where people have allowed hatred eat them so deep that is bigger than their love for their countrymen. This is what Nigeria is currently. This is our reality. There's so much tension, so much division, and so much uncertainty going into this election that people do not know where the next listen is going to join from. This is what Nigeria currently is at the moment.
There is a lot of tension, and I think everybody can feel that as well. And it is safe to say there is really so much uncertainty. Now, speaking of uncertainty, are you aware of the attacks happening in the political space?
It would be very dishonest of me, or of anybody for that matter, to say that they are not aware of what is happening in Nigeria at this time. I mean, there is democratization of information these days. You're just one click away from getting all the information that you need on whatever topic of discourse that you're looking for.
The internet is your friend.
Exactly. So, recently you hear of cases from Delta State, where a certain group of persons were looking to have a march, and it was disrupted, and some certain persons got injured. And before that, you have the issue of one Mr. Joshua Alamu, I think Nasarawa State, and he's a youth coordinator who was recently attacked. Before that, you have Flag Boy. I think that's John is his name, and his partner David. And before that, you also have Mr. Olayiwola Olayiton. And then there is also this special person who was attacked, even on a wheelchair. Someone on a wheelchair was attacked.
That's quite tragic.
And I'm telling you, and you begin to imagine where our collective conscience is, or where it lies as individuals and as humans. If our humanity is allowed to be trampled, if people can throw away our humanity and attack people, you can just imagine the kind of situation we're in and what we're going into.
Yeah, we are in a dire situation whereby people do not know their limits. It's quite unfortunate that people would resort to such nasty and vile tactics to prove a point. That being said, right, what is the stand of the law? What does the law have to say in regards to assault and abuse?
Okay, one thing I love about Nigeria is that we literally have laws on everything you can think. Nigeria has one of the most, implementation is another thing, but if it comes to making laws, Nigeria literally has laws on virtually everything. And the issue of assault is something that is well covered. An appreciation of our constitution and criminal code can be read together to give, to allow one appreciate what the law says on the topic. If you check section 34(1) of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it speaks to the respect and dignity of every citizen of Nigeria. And if you check our criminal code, Section 252 defines what assault is. Section 253 goes on to make assault unlawful. Section 351 goes on to talk about general assault and the punishment for that, which is a year. And then 355 for this for assault of the magnitude that we had discussed earlier.
Right.
This is where it moves from just general talking and everything to an actual physical assault where bodily harm is involved, and it prescribes for a term of 3 years. So these are some of the provisions of the law that would generally deter or cater to this area of law.
Okay, that does make a lot of sense. You did say we are a law-making country, but not a necessarily law-abiding one.
Or law implementing one.
Okay, law implementing one. Let's use your words. Law implementing one.
Sure.
Now, we're not okay. So, how would the law is the law? The law has punishments for these crimes. That aside, how can citizens of Nigeria stay safe?
Okay, safety for citizens, I think this lies more on the corridors of the state than it does citizens. Section 40, of the 1999 Constitution as amended allows every citizen of this country the right to assembly. So if, and not only political, it could be professional, it could be, to a sentimental thing that as long as it's recognized and is a legitimate one, the law allows us the opportunity to freely gather and, exercise our right. Mm. So where the law enshrines this, I think it lies on the state to provide adequate machinery to make sure that the people who are exercising this right as enshrined in the Constitution are well protected. Okay. And some of the ways that, the state can use, I mean, you leading up to now, you have like marches have taken place in a lot of places in Nigeria this past couple of weeks. Okay. And recently in Lagos, there was an incident where people were looking to march, and then some other persons were looking to, get an order to, stop these people from exercising this right. And then you also have, like, you see tweets, I don't know if you go online, you see like these agents of government who are supposed to protect the citizens. They talk and speak in a manner that seems as though they are biased of some sort. I mean, this is not supposed to be in a state that works. I mean, it's really not in the hands of this agent of government to decide who marches and what mode that they choose to march. This thing, what is generally acceptable of international practice is that you allow people march and you protect them, because there may be people who have different agendas who may look to hijack these marches or protests or rallies. So the police and other agents of government are just to make sure that when people march, when people rally, when people protest, they are protected and they are safe.
Okay, right. Now, when people march, people should be protected. Do you think that the security forces in Nigeria do enough to protect the citizens, especially in situations like rallies? Since it's a political period right now, sensitization and mobilization, do you think that our security agency is doing their part, or, like you said, they're playing biased?
Okay, on this issue, now you look at some of the incidences that have occurred this past couple of weeks. Only one candidate going into this race has been, cautious, has tried to caution his followers as to how to go about relating with other people. And, sorry, I kind of like missed. Okay. Do I think that they're doing enough, right? The police people were that they're doing enough. I'm just trying to stay as. Okay. As to whether the agents of government, whether they are doing enough, you look at the incidences that are leading up to this day. We have like a plethora of cases where people have been physically assaulted, where people have been, dehumanized of some sort. What has been the response so far from these agencies? All we have got so far are setbacks. Right. And, you try to enforce, and there are a lot of things that you have to do. A lot of, as to the trying to discredit some of these people. I've followed one or two cases, and these people have been discredited.
Right.
So how do you actually take in account of these incidences if the agencies that are supposed to be there for these citizens are not acting their part? It frustrates the efforts of the citizens. And I think going forward, there should be a fair playing ground where people's cases are taken into account and the police and other agencies play their part in an unbiased manner to make sure that these people get the justice that they duly deserve.
Okay.
I think this is my position.
All right. Now, what happens when security is breached? With all of these that you said, what happens when a citizen has been violated? What should they do?
Okay. Usually when the right of a citizen is violated under these circumstances, the issue of assault, as we've talked about, you're probably looking at, it's hard to say, but this is Nigeria and this is our reality. My advice to such persons is to first make sure that you get some form of evidence, because this, for you to make a proper account, you have to follow through with this. If it's some form of recording, making a video, but whereby you're not able to make a video, you can use, eyewitness. An eyewitness is enough to corroborate your story, and just take account of events of all that has happened, so that when we take actions and look to approach government and its agencies, be it the court, be it police, we can have sufficient evidence because most of these things fail for lack of such evidence. Okay. So where we have an adequate evidence, then we can advise what the remedies are and how to go about it, and hopefully we get justice for these people.
Okay, so evidence is needed.
It's crucial.
Okay, having said all of this, what is the way forward?
Well, the way forward from where I stand now is, one, I think people, or we as a country, we as a nation, need to start learning to put our collective interest over our personal interests.
True. I do agree with that.
And we need to have, we need to find this country, sorry, let me take that again, please, if that's possible. Yes, sir. Okay. Currently, Nigeria has a structure, and this structure is one that makes all of us victims. We're all victims, And some way, somehow, we all help to promote it. It's in the socialization, it's in the circles that we keep, our religious lines, our ethnicities, our, all these things come together to play a part. And going forward, if we need to get things right, this country needs to realign with the principles of equity, fairness, and justice, where everyone, every part, every person is carried along and no one is left behind. This is my submission.
All right. Okay, that's cool. Thank you.